Hi everybody, today I'm here to talk about N or M by Agatha Christie, and I got this book at the $5 for a bag of books book sale at the library, and so you should all support your local libraries. When I picked it up, I assumed, I guess that it's a Hercule Poirot novel, because I feel like most of her novels are, but I don't know if that's actually true. And when I started reading it, though, I was like, oh, it's a Tommy and Tuppence novel. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I've only listened to a radio drama of the Tommy and Tuppence stories before. I've never read any of them. I was like, oh, I was kind of expecting a Poirot, and that's kind of what I wanted to read. Okay, by chapter 2, in love with Tuppence. She is a hilarious woman. She's super smart. I totally love her, and that just changed the book for me. The moment that I fell in love with Tuppence, I was like, yep, this is a fantastic book, and I'm probably going to go read more of the Tommy and Tuppence mysteries and adventures. It was about Tommy and Tuppence going to try and find a German spy during World War II, and if that spy was N or if it was M. So it was fantastic. It was funny. I figured out who some of the people were. I had suspicions about one, and then the other person, I was like, this person is definitely involved in it. And so I liked that there were for me enough clues to figure that out, because sometimes I read them and I'm like, I have no idea, and then by the end I was like, I don't know about that. Like, that just seemed out of nowhere. That's a little dumb. But I feel like I said, for this one, there were enough clues that if you pay attention, and not even deep attention, I just kind of breezed through the novel, read it in 2 days. But I still thought it was fantastic, and I still was able to pick up on enough things that I was like, yeah, this person is totally and definitely involved. The other person, I was like, maybe, and then it turned out I was right on that one too. So that made me happy. Well written, like I said, super funny. It's just about, like I said, Tommy and Tuppence trying to find out who this German spy is in Britain. Obviously, it's not portraying the Germans in a good light, but were Nazis. No, not all of the Germans were bad during World War II, but this one and this book definitely was very bad. So I suggest it. Fast read. It's only 190 pages. Like I said, easy to read, breeze through it, fun characters. And I feel like I sort of relate to Tuppence sometimes. Like, she was getting in situations where she felt threatened by people. Like, their smile was so sinister, and someone was coming down the stairs toward her, and someone was coming up, and oh my gosh, was she in a trap? Sometimes I do that too. Like, in my brain, I'm just like, oh my gosh, someone's walking behind me. Are they following me? Is something bad going to happen? Oh my gosh. And I feel like that was what Tuppence was doing in some of these situations, and so I felt like I identified with that a lot. And then after the situation's over, you're just like, oh no, it was just like they were walking in the same direction as me. They weren't following me like a creep or something. So I enjoyed it. I feel like this is going to be a really short review because I just think it was good. And yeah, I feel like if you want to start with a Tommy and Tuppence novel, this obviously, I believe, is not the first one. So go check them out, though. They were super funny. I think I might like them more than the Poirot ones, and I'm definitely going to go find and read some more now. So check it out. I thought it was a really good one if you want to start with it. I mean, you don't really have to read them in chronological order because they don't go in any sort of progressive order. Like, I read this one and I wasn't so confused, like, what happened in the last book? They're standalone novels, they just have the same characters. So yeah, check out NRM if you want to start with the Tommy and Tuppence novel. Funny, great. My question for today is obviously going to be, do I think I could be a spy? And my answer is definitely not. I am way too dumb. I would be way too scared that I would get caught, and I also would probably forget my story. I'd just be like, who am I again? What was my name? Are my children 5? Are they 10? Or are they grown-ups? I wouldn't be able to keep it straight. And like I said, but the most part is that I would just be way, way, way too worried about getting caught. So that would not make me a good spy at all. And yes, read Agatha Christie novels. They're quite good. Not all of them. I'm not a big fan of Miss Marple, but Poirot and now the Tommy and Tuppence ones I have mostly enjoyed. So if you've never read an Agatha Christie novel, definitely at least check one of them out. I'd say maybe And Then There Were None, or Murder on the Orient Express, or like I said, if you want a Tommy and Tuppence one, start with this one, NRM. Those are probably my favorite ones. So if you've never read an Agatha Christie, start with those. And let me know what you think. Do you like Agatha Christie? Do you think you could be a spy? Are you a spy? No. Yes, thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, and share. I do have a writing podcast called Fighting for Writing. I believe by this time my true crime podcast will be a few days away from premiering, so watch out in the link tree below. You can also follow Fighting for Writing. I will announce when it publishes on there and on my Instagram, and all of that you can find down below in the description. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.